Good afternoon everybody and welcome to the Michigan International Speedway for the FireKeepers Casino 400, the 15th race of the RLANZ Aldi Cup Series Season number 3 here at Michigan. Back-to-back Super Speedway races coming off of our last race at Pocono, and today should be a very interesting race. Lots of 3 wide, 4 wide, lots of crazy racing, and expect a few wrecks here today as well. So anyways, we'll go to the starting lineup and roll on the bottom screen as always. Tristan Allen, the number 12 on the pole with Michigan State University on the hood for this week, and starting alongside of him is Dan Park, who has a win on the channel here at Michigan, not in the Cup Series though. Row 2, Cyrus McGee and Brandon Bent, 2 of the Final 4 drivers last year. Row 3, Chase Marks in the 31 and the 24, Simon Nichols, the only driver, the only repeat winner so far this season. Row 4 is the 94 of Reagan Whitlock with Pepsi Max as major sponsor for this race only, and John Sheets in the number 72. And rounding out the top 10, Garrett Sinor, who also has a win in the series, not in the series, but like at Michigan on the channel. And Kelly Lee rounds out the top 10. He had a good run too, so kind of fallen off recently. Row 6, Hedger, Love Alonso in the 37, and Jonathan King in the 95. Behind them, our last winner, Dominic Anthony, winner at Pocono, and the 89 of Julius Anderson making another race. First one in a little while for him too. Behind them on row 8, Henry Gore and Dawson Miller. Row 9, Isaac Nichols and Bruno Barros. Nichols, Ian Perez, driving the 48 last season, won the second Michigan race. So yeah, maybe that'll bring some good luck for him. And rounding out top 20, Jake Rogers in the 98, Richmond winner, and Annie Thomas, 36. So we'll get this thing underway here at the Michigan International Speedway. 40 laps of action. This very long racetrack. Cars firing up. We'll get this thing underway. And there they go. Looks like everyone is rolling off. Take a look at these two guys at the back. The 04 and the 11, 2 drives that you usually see up the front, but unfortunately for both of them, had to go to the back. Colin Driver crashed in practice, and we couldn't repair that car, so we had to go to the backup. But he did put in a qualifying time. Same couldn't be said for Jack Porkins. He crashed in qualifying, could not put in a lap time, which means he had to go to the back and still starts last. So a tough break there for those two. They've got a lot of ground to make up. Coming into this race, Matthew Ingram's still the points leader in 29. He's been a very dominant car this season, but has had a couple of bad wrecks in a row. We'll see how he goes today in the 29. Something pretty far back, if I'm correct. There he is, 29 car. Another guy making another start in the series. It's been a while since we've seen the 55 of Manuel Marin out on the racetrack, but he is going to race here today at Michigan, so that's good news for him. And take a look at the rest of the field. There is the previous winner of this race, last season's winner, the 13 of Aiden Shepard, driving the 99 car last season. Looking to turn his season around. He's had a fairly rough one up to this point. Pace cars on the pit road. You're going to be coming to the green. Tristan Allen, the local, and Dan Park coming to the green. There it is. Green flag's out and we're underway here at Michigan. A great jump on the outside for Park in the 41. Kelly Lee in the wall already. The 51 falling way back in the Reynolds wrap. Lucas Soil Dodge. That's bad news for her. She scrapes the outside wall. So does a couple of others, including Jackson Lynn. Still side by side for the lead. There goes the 27 of Brandon Bent. Here we go, side by side. Allen's going to clear the 41, and it looks like it will be the 12 of Tristan Allen, who leads the first lap. And here we go, 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Simon Nichols looking for his 3rd win of the season. Inside lane does not really work too well in 1 and 2 as Allen hits the wall. Lee hit the wall and she hit it very hard. She's got to fall way back. It's a bad break for her. Oh, they're gonna wreck. They're gonna wreck here. This is nuts. They're 4 wide. Way up the track are a couple of the drivers, including the 51 and the 78. They fanned it back to 3 wide. But still, that's crazy as Matt Tuck has fallen off the pack already. That's not good. But the 23. Look at that. 4 wide again at the back. They're all trying to sort themselves out here. A little crazy. And there they go. That was going to happen. That was going to happen. I saw it coming. See it a million miles away. Benny Watson, Matthew Ingram, and Kelly Lee. It looks like Lee gets the worst of it. Looks like Jackson Lee got a piece of it. Matt Tuck hit the outside wall. Damage. Patrick Schamberger's 88. Looks like maybe the 55 has a little bit of damage too. First caution of the race, and that was kind of an obvious one. Brandon Bent took the lead in the 27. He's going to lead us back to the, unless there's pit stops, of course, but he'll most likely lead us back to the green. And we'll take a look at what happened to trigger our first caution of the race. This one was kind of obvious. See 4 wide, David Alfave makes it 4 wide, shuffles Lee up the track. Lee hits the wall, bounces down into Jackson Lynn. Lynn turns Lee around into Engelram. The 97 of Watson and Patrick Schamberger also getting involved. See a lot of damage on the 01. It's a tough break for him. And there's the 88. His car's got a lot of front end damage too. It's not good news there. For those guys, looks like Nathan Stapleton was just caught at the back in that one. A tough break for Engelram. He did not need that, as he's been kind of slipping recently. His lead has been reduced a lot recently, at least from 1st to 2nd. Benny Watson and obviously the driver with the worst of it, the 51 of Kelly Lee, did not need that because she's actually pretty close to falling out of the chase right now. So not good news there. And there were no other wrecks by the looks of it, so that is good. And ooh, looks like Annie Thomas. Thomas trying to get her position back by the looks of it. It's okay. Everything's good. Brandon Ben is the race leader. We'll take you back to the green as it looks like Tristan Allen's coming in. Yeah. Way down low, down on the bottom, and he is coming in with a bunch of others. But yeah. We'll take you back to the green. Brandon Ben, the race leader. Coming back to the green here at Michigan. So we've got all of our drivers left on the racetrack. All 42 of them. So that's good news there. Brandon Ben, number 27, is the race leader. His teammate Cyrus McGee is 2nd. 3rd is Simon Nichols. 4th, John Sheets. Great qualifying effort. And 5th is Dominic Anthony, our last winner. 6th is Chase Marks. 7th, Jonathan King. 8th is Dan Park. 9th, Julius Anderson. And Dawson Miller rounds out the top 10. Garrett Sonora 11th. Henry Gore 12th. 13th, Isaac Nichols. 14th, Jake Rogers. And running out top 15 is Hedger Lavin Alonso. 16th, Julius Caesar. 17th, Annie Thomas. 18th, Caleb Campbell. 19th is Vance Caldwell. And 20th, Landon Hicks. 21st, John Andrews. Roger Ray. Matthew Skipper. Lucifer Sam. And David Alfave. That's your top 25, I think. Yep, 25th. 26th is Richard Fridge making another start. Manuel Marin. Colin Dryber moves his way up to 28th. 29th, Sandy Garrett. And 30th is Jack Pawkins. A couple further. We'll see 3 of the NS racing cars just outside the top 30. Reagan Whitlock came in along with the 20, the 12, the 56, the 88, the 13, the 01. Everyone else back here. So, that's your whole field. You're going to be coming back to the green. Pace cars on the pit road. Parker Store Ford. Dover winner early in the season. So Lee is back. And there it is. Green flag. We're underway. Good jump for the 21. It's the 24 got a shocker of a restart. Going to be side by side down into one. It's the two DW Motorsport teammates battling for the lead. Now remember that, just a little interesting little fun fact here. But for a lot of the season so far, as John Sheets scrapes the outside wall, it's really been this team here, the 24 team, Nicotech Racing, who has led the team's championship. But recently, that swapped to DW Motorsport. So that battle is on, and those two teams have really been the best teams in the series ever since the introduction to this into the interactive league, I guess. So we got the 40 download. That's Dominic Anthony. Not a great run off the turn, but a couple cars hit the outside wall. Everyone saves it. Here comes Jonathan King, the 95. Needs a good run if he wants to stay in contention in the Pennzoil car. Got a battle for the lead. The 24 underneath the 27. On board with Simon Nichols. Going down to the one. He might get him here. Oh, the 40. The 40 was coming up on the rear trying to make a move, but it didn't work because he had the inside. Side by side down the back. Into 3 or 4 who yields. Not the 27 though. And now he does. They're nearly 4 wide. That's Anthony way up top in the 40. Hits the outside wall. He falls back. And Ben's not giving up on the outside here in the 27. Here comes Julius Anderson. Oops. That's what I meant to do. So yeah, Julius Anderson, the 89 car, moves his way up into second, trying to get by the 27. But you see, it's mainly... Actually, yeah. It's actually more Chevys in the top 7. You got Dodge, Ford, and a Toyota. Top Toyota, Julio Caesar. He's had a great year as Andy Thomas scrapes the outside wall. But yeah, Caesar, great year for him so far. And right now, lean Toyota. So, that's good to see. And Jake Rogers, 98, Richmond winner. Couldn't quite get it done on the inside there. That's going to hurt him as he's going to fall back. Caleb Campbell nearly hit the outside wall there. Look how far back the 40 fell. Just because he hit the outside wall. Off of turn 4. So tough break for him as Jonathan Kings moves his way up to second. But right now it is still the 24 of Simon Nichols. Looking to grab his 3rd win of the season. To stay as the only repeat winner. Jonathan King looking for his 1st win of the season. And 1st win in a long time for him. Bent looking for his 2nd win. Didn't quite work out for him. And there goes the 95 looking. There he goes down the bottom. For the lead. And the inside lane does work a lot better here in 3 and 4 than it does in 1 and 2. So... if you want to be anywhere in turns 1 and 2, you want to be in the middle, really. Or the outside. You don't want to be on the inside. There goes 27. Here you can get away with it, because... not really, actually. So Ben falls back. And look at the 95. He's right there. Looking to make a move. There he goes, down to the bottom. For 4, down the front. Dan Park, way up high in the PPG Dodge. And Nichols will hold on for position. Oh, we got a car on the apron. It's Andrews. It's not the first time he's been on the apron either. And thankfully he does not come up and wipe everybody out like he did last time. Surprised there's only been 1 caution. I thought there'd be more at this point, but... you know, there's always a possibility of more. You know, Garrett North at 45. I think that was Andrews who went through the dirt there. That's why he's a bit of it kicked up. We've got Julius Anderson, 3rd place at the moment. And another rookie back here is the 39 car, Caleb Campbell. Another of the CBF Motorsports forwards as Anthony hits the wall. Further up here, a bunch of the guys are kind of expected to be up front for a lot of the season are up here. Like King, Bent, McGee, Miller, Sidnor, Rogers, and Caesar. Some of those guys have really been up front, like the 91, the 98, the 5, and 21. But others, like the 95, has really just been a shocking year. I gotta be honest, I didn't really expect the 24 to win any races this season, but he's got 2 already, so credit to him, because he's done a great job. Let's see, the 27 goes for second. And he'll get it. He gets the position. Someone hit the wall back there. It might. Who's that? 39 car, I think? Because he's falling a little bit. Yeah, he's going to fall way back. He's going to block the 40 of Anthony. You see the right side that's the telltale sign. The 5 car hit the wall trying to push the 95. It stays on the outside trying to help the 95. Bent got to second, clearing Jonathan King. But nobody can touch Simon Nichols right now, because they're all battling for second onwards. Take a look from the spectator camera. Here's Bent and King. Bent will get the run on the high side. It's a good view for... Whoa, careful. Thought the 95 was going to come up and try to clear the 5. The 5 car trying to hang on the outside. Down the front. Ooh, contact here. Careful, careful! And in the dirt goes Julius Anderson. Careful coming back onto the racetrack. And he saves it, but now he's on the inside. That's definitely not the place to be. It's a tough break for Anderson. Oh, and Hicks hits the wall in the 16. He comes to the 99 car, Roger Ray. Been improving a lot recently. See how well he does for the rest of the season. It'll be interesting, I think. Keep an eye on him. As the 21, I think. That's Cyrus McGee. Look at that. He is... Wow. That's going to kill that right side. That's going to really affect him, actually. He's got bad for the lead as Andrews plows the wall. So does the 21. But look at that. From top 10... It's like what now? 30... Yes. 32nd. Tough break there as it looks like the 12 is coming in. So we're halfway through this race. So Tristan Allen, our first driver to come in. Doesn't look like anyone else decided to join him. That's interesting. 48's way off the pack too. So I don't know what happened to Isaac Nichols. As Caesar bounced the wall. Or hit the wall. And the 27's taking the lead in all that. Didn't really pay attention to that as 21 fell back and he's going to come in. So is someone else back there. It's a white car. There's a couple of them. Bent, his teammate Rogers. Looks for Sam. Sandy Garrett's up here too in the 17. Didn't really mention her too much. But she started 40th, so good job. Julio Caesar, Julius Anderson, and David Alfave. All pitting. Now what the 12 doesn't... none of these guys want to see is a caution. Because that will just affect them really badly. It'll probably put them a lap down or something. Which is a bad break for them. Now Brandon Bent has one of the first pit stalls. We'll see who comes in this time as well from this group. It looks like all the leaders. 24, 5, 95, 45, 43, 72, 04, 2. Dan Park's staying out, but I think he's already pitted. Is he pitted? Is he pitted? I'm not sure. Doesn't look like it because he isn't the leader. Let's see. Oh, he's already a lap down. So he's had some sort of issue. Tough break. Let's see here. Looks like 77 got off first. How about Lucifer Sam? Looking for his second win of the year. Now, Isaac Nichols should be a lap down, I think. And he is. He's last right now. Tough break. Bent will come out second. Sandy Garrett's going to come out third. Jake Rogers fourth. David Alfave is fifth. Be interesting to see if these guys... I don't think these guys will be able to... No, they might get in front of the 77 here. Those... No, all these guys are a lap down-ish. Or on, like, tail end of the lead lap. So, I think it's Dawson Miller who's the first guy to come out on that group. And this is going to be close. This is going to be a good battle. Looks like 77 may get him. On the outside, does he? Yes, he does. He's going to fly by him. So, Lucifer Sam will take the lead. Dawson Miller up, well, we'll gain up to go up to second. And Simon Nichols will slot him to third. Brandon Bent under attack from the 17, and another good run for Matthew Skipper in the 43. He's had a lot of them this year, even though he hasn't made a lot of races. Jake Rogers is up here, Garrett Sinor. Then we got the 78, 95, those two battling. Beatty Watson was involved in the first caution, and how about him? He's moved his way up. Going to be leaving that team, I believe, at the end of this season, so interesting move. So 17 has moved her way up. And so we got lap traffic here. 77 trying to get by the 37 and the 31. Not good for either of them. Because I thought the 31 was going to capitalize big time on the 29 crashing. But it doesn't look like it. Because he's about to go a lap down. There's the 25, 21, 2, 0, 4. What happened to those two? They were up there. A bit higher up anyway. What happened to the 91 car? He was up there. Must have had, some guys must have had tardy pit stops, unfortunately. There is the 29. Right now, that is 19th. So, that's a bad break for Chase Marks. It was 19 points off the 29 coming into this race, and that's going to hurt him a lot. But anyways, focus on the battle for the win as Alonso hits the wall. But remember, the 31, the 37, 48, they're not racing for the win. But everyone else you see in this pack, and the 43 and the 24, they're all battling for this win. Right now, it's loose for Sam. We're going to grab his second win of the second career win and his second of the year. And on another super speedway. If you don't include the All-Star win, Gift Trading have won 2 races, both of them on super speedways. So maybe they get another one today. Of course, Tyson Gifford won the All-Star race at Charlotte, so it doesn't really count, you know. 27 gets shuffled way up high. They're nearly 4 wide. Jake Rogers was looking a bit ambitious as the 27 hits the wall a little bit. He's going to fall way off. And the 77, again, he just cannot get by Chase Marks. And that might hurt him in the long run. And he does this time. He clears. So that's good. That's what the 77 needed to do, because now he's got a car in between him and second place Dawson Miller. Sandy Garrett is third right now. That's impressive considering where she started. Driver of the day right now for Garrett. She started 40th, moved away up to 4th. There's now the 31 trying to battle with the 77. In case there is another caution, he wants to get in front of the 77 so he can get his lap back and maybe try and gain more positions. But that's just going to open the door for Dawson Miller to make it 3 wide for the lead. And it's not going to work as the inside lane does not typically work. But that helps the 31 clear, well, not quite clear the 77. But he should be able to get by. 37 up high, getting out of the way, at least for the moment. And 31 clears the 77. We've got a battle for second too. Jake Rogers, I don't think for the 5. Now, chase-wise, this is good. It's good for the 98. It's good for the 77 as well, because both those guys have had a couple of tough runs recently. And right now, well, Rogers just barely in, and Sam is out. And there goes the 98 for the lead. Garrett and Skipper looking to follow through. As we're getting word that the 77 took 2 tyres on that last pit stop, so that's a bit interesting. So we've got 3 wide for the lead. Here comes the 17 down to the bottom. We haven't had a rookie win this race so far, or win a race so far this season, but 98 gets a massive run through the middle lane. He holds on. Skipper in the 43 trying to get underneath the 77, and he's going to get back underneath. Miller in 4th, trying to get a run on the outside. 98 clears the 31, and you've got 8 laps to go here at Michigan. Only 1 caution, and even then it was a minor wreck, so that's good to see. Just want to check. No one is out of the race. How about that? How about that? So there goes the 77 for the lead, looking to try and get his 2nd win of the year. So is Jake Rogers. Both those guys looking for the 2nd wins of the year. Matthew Skipper looking to get himself back in chase contention. He is chase eligible, even though he didn't make a lot of the first 12 races because he attempted all of them. Even though he's a long way off, it's not over, you know? It's still possible for him. Right now, 3rd place will do it for him. Will do him a world of good. He's trying to make a 3 wide for 2nd. We're trying to get by the 77. He's got a good shot here. Can he clear? He can't. Oh, sorry, I was talking about 77 getting clear, but 77 does get clear, but in the process, it's just allowed Jake Rogers to pull away. 6 laps to go. Garrett moves up to 3rd, or trying to hold on for 3rd. I'm trying to get back by for 3rd, I should say. I'm tired, sorry. I'm recording this fairly late. And yet again, the inside lane does not work for the 77. They go 17, looking to the bottom, and now Miller. Well, Miller was thinking about whether to go high on the bottom or even in the middle. Look at the move that he made. What a move from Dawson Miller. He's going to get up to 2nd. That was impressive. And Skipper's going to follow in the middle. He gets up to 3rd. Great driving from those two. Great driving. But now, because they're all battling for 2nd, that's allowed Rogers to pull away. It might be too far out in front, actually. It'll be interesting to see as we got a battle for 3rd between Sam and Skipper. Going to follow with Jake Rogers, looking for his 2nd win of the year and a 3rd in the series. 4 laps to go here at Michigan. Obviously still a long way to go in this thing. And of course, overtime if necessary. Down the back. They're catching the 51, who is slow. Got a lap time she's running. 35.8, 35.2. That's 6/10 difference. However, in saying that, look at the gap that the front two, these two guys here, the 98 and the 31, look at the gap they've pulled over Dawson Miller. Of course, Marks is a lap down, so, you know, but still, that's a fairly impressive gap. And Rogers able to get by. His teammates here too, of course, that is for position. The more points, the merrier for the 31 and the 51, but the 51 is going to lose a spot on the road. Even if it's like 3 or 5 or 4 or 5 points, it still could get you in the chase. You know, just barely. I don't think they're going to catch that 98. I think he's got it. He's got it covered. Look at the gap. It's 8/10. It's nearly 8.5. He should be good to go. He's definitely good to go now because they keep battling for position back there. As long as the 31 doesn't make a move on him, he should be good to go. The 5 can't get underneath the 51. I think it's too little too late for him. I think he's just spent too much time trying to get around these guys. And I think now it's definitely over for Dawson Miller. That's a tough break there. But looking to hold on to 2nd. Because Sandy Garrett is right there. So we've got 1 lap to go. And Jake Rogers has run away with this one in the last few laps. A very good drive, really. Very, very impressive drive. Started 20th. And down the back for the final time. Got the battle for second here. Miller's got it. It's about for third now. Skipper on the outside trying to hang on. But Jake Rogers comes off for turn 4. He's going to win it at Michigan. Second win of the year. He runs away with it. Jake Rogers wins the FireKeepers Casino 400. A very, very, very good drive. Nearly 1.5 seconds in the end. So he ran away with it, as already mentioned. Dawson Miller was able to get second. Matthew Skipper able to hold on for third. Sandy Garrett, hats off to her. Driver of the day. 40th to 4th. And loose for Sam. Bold call, making it with 2 tyres, but didn't really work out. Didn't work out as well as he would like. But still, top 5 for Lucifer. He's had a great season. He's had a much better season, stats-wise. But there's your winner. It is the 98 of Jake Rogers, getting the victory here at Michigan. Second win of the year, and our second repeat winner of Season 3. So congratulations to Jake. We'll see you guys next time at Canadian Tire, our first of 2 road courses for the season. See you then.
And now we're running down the halls. No, we can't let them win. There's an evil inside that is lurking way down below. And if I can't hold to my breath, then I'm bound to become hollow. Can you say that I disappeared?